I'm going to go ahead and talk about a few more things. That basically clothes and different things can be made out of different types of fibers. And what it is I'm not a chemist, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a nurse. Uh, but I'm not a pharmacist. Um, but I want to get back to what I was talking about, and that is that the fibers that things are made out of um, need to be able to let people's skin breathe. And not only that, what it is that the more plastic, whatever, that's in something, the worse off it is if somebody ends up if something ends up catching on fire. It's like a wool blanket. It is a lot safer than something that's made out of. It has a high plastic content to it. Same thing with fibers can be made out of hemp, HEMP, as well as cotton. Um, but I'm going to also go into something called carpet. What it is that carpet releases toxins in the air, and that's another example of people not being given full disclosure and violating a man or a woman's ability to be able to make an informed decision. I'm not a, what is it called, a botanist, somebody that studies plants and stuff, but there's some different plants that people can end up putting into places in order to help remove the toxins. Whenever I go into a building that has like brand new clothing and all that kind of stuff, my body immediately reacts to it. My eyes get red and that kind of stuff. That's basically my body's way to tell me there's something that I don't need to be around. And I want to bring that up because people can have what is called an allergic reaction to different kinds of cleaners, just like laundry detergents. And it's a lot of the things are basically God's way to say there's a problem, there's a problem, there's a problem. Uh, but that's the reason why whenever going into a place to try on clothes and stuff, make sure to wash. Because I mean there's like formaldehyde and all sorts of crap that's put into stuff. But it's just like what they're doing is they're putting cancer causing stuff on the paper called they're called carcinogens, and they're not even, and the pieces of paper that they're doing it to are called receipts. I mean, but the reason why that's extremely wicked is because not only do carcinogens cause cancer, but with what's written in different science books, it indicates that the skin is the largest organ that people have. I mean, imagine, but it's just like I'm outside right now and I'm looking at stuff. It's like the ones that are doing it or have no ability to create life. When I say doing it, what I'm talking about is the wicked are knowingly destroying God's creation. I mean, imagine somebody so wicked it's not even disclosing, oh, that piece of paper has cancer-causing stuff on it. Just like so many other crap that the wicked are doing. But basically making a system that basically people are forced to have anything to do with them. so, so they lie about calling it consent. But what is it that a psychopath can never do? Tell the truth. So an example of not telling the truth is intentionally not giving people complete information. That would be called a sin of omission. And then when people try to talk to the ones, it's like, oh, I don't want to listen. Not me. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with what I did. When exposing them for their conflicts of interest and all that kind of stuff. An example of faulty logic that I'm going to go ahead and give is they ended up calling a murderer the Mensa murderer just because they called a grandiose narcissist the Mensa murderer. Does not mean that there's not does not mean that every Mensa murderer is locked up and in prison.